Take courage. Get up. Jesus is calling you. Truly powerful words heard by Bartimaeus, but also given to our saint of the day, Augustine of Canterbury. He lived in the 6th century, and he was a simple monk living in Rome. But his life changed when one of his confreres in the community, Gregory, was made pope. And Gregory had a vision. He was very distressed of the people who were living in Rome, Anglo-Saxons who were pagans, and he thought, well, I want to send my friend Augustine to the pagan territory in Britain. So he gave the invitation to Augustine to get about 40 of his brother monks to go to convert them. But about midway through the journey from Rome to Britain, Augustine lost his nerve and he made a U-turn back to Rome and said, we can't possibly do this. Have you heard about what these pagans do? They're violent, unkept, and the waters are very, very tough. And Pope Gregory said, you're just making mountains out of a molehill. You're going to be okay, Augustine. I assure you that your fears are groundless. And needless to say, turned back to England and met with some relative success. In fact, on Pentecost Sunday, 597, the baptism of King Ethelbert took place. Yes, that was a high point in Augustine of Canterbury's life, but he had his share of failures. He needed guidance on even the smallest matters. He was always going back to Rome by message saying, should I do this, do that? Very, very unsure in his faith. And then Gregory had to remind him over and over again to watch out for the sin of pride. He said to Augustine, God shows the world that conversion is brought about not by man's wisdom, but rather his own power. The own power of God, which is manifested in today's gospel. One moment, the crowd surrounding Bartimaeus and Jesus and the disciples are silencing Bartimaeus. But then they are calling him to get up, as Jesus ordered them to do. This moment gives testimony to the faith, which is a gift from God that enables Bartimaeus to share in the new life of the resurrection. How the order of Jesus can change lives in spite of our own human frailties, in spite of our resistance. Augustine of Canterbury, in spite of his failures, his lack of confidence, is now known as the apostle to Britain. He sowed the seed, and those afterwards took up the gospel. So too, Bartimaeus is very persistent in his pursuit of the one who brings light to those in darkness, and also one who gives clarity to our lives to allow us to hear and see the beauty and grandeur of God. Bartimaeus is immediate in his approach of Jesus. He's aware of his own needs, his shortcomings, his faultiness, and he is offered spiritual and physical healing. Once that miracle happens, he follows Jesus gratefully with others. He doesn't go off on his own. He needs that connection with Jesus and the community. In the midst of struggles and frailties, the message from the Lord to us this day, tuning into this Mass, where we ask for healing in every realm of our lives, is clear. Take courage. Get up. Jesus is calling you to share his resurrection, calling you to have a new life and to follow him on the way to his cross and his resurrection.